Alright, BLTG, I can't even say his fucking name. BTLG, TLBG. No, I'm just fucking with you, bro. It's the TLBG story. Chapter 3. Are we ready? All right. Here we go. Should I use the voice? Or should I just do the normal voice? Because again, I feel it doesn't have the power it should if I'm not close to the mic. Hello, goddess of Venus. As he walked through the desert, there was this lingering feeling about Siduri and how she knew Gilgamesh. Did they know each other from childhood, or were they secretly lovers? No matter what that lingering feeling was, the young man had to keep going and find the goddess of love, war, and fertility. Meanwhile, up in the skies is a woman with long raven black hair cascading down her shoulders, a golden crown with each piece signaling each of her authorities. I don't think you need the each twice. Each of her authorities. Crimson red eyes, golden cuffs on her arms and ankles, golden hoop earrings, a white top with a trim, a black and gold thong, and arrogant personality to boot. She calls herself the Queen of Heaven, but with a personality like that, it makes one question as to how someone so arrogant and narcissistic can even have that title. Queen of Heaven goes by many names. Inanna, in the Sumerian myth, but most know her as Ishtar, during the time when the Akkadian Empire was the biggest power in the ancient Mesopotamia. On the throne, Ishtar sits with her giant bow, the boat of heaven, the very bow that carried the people to safety, and one of those people who were on that boat was none other than Gilgamesh. On her right was her mighty warhammer, Sita, a seven-handed hammer, so powerful that even the gods feared it. Ishtar looks down from the clouds to see the young man for the first time, and this gift gives her an idea. Why not challenge this worm to a fight? But no, that would be too easy. What this goddess plans to do is far more subtle, yet effective. As the young man continues to walk the desert, but hears a teasing whisper. Let me guess. Are you the worm who was sent to kill me? Because from what I see, you are nothing but a little man with fragile instincts. Turns around, but there is nothing, so he keeps trudging through the hot sands. However, Ishtar was not done with him and decides to caress the boy's waist with her phantom scents. The young man then feels someone is touching him, but didn't know who. As a last-ditch effort, he asks, "Who are you, and why are you toying with me?" Ishtar comes down from the clouds and appears in front of him. She stands... I think that's supposed to say, stands? She stands there, smug, and says to him, "I am Ishtar, the goddess of love, war, and fertility, and what I see is a little man who doesn't know what he is dealing with." He responds to Ishtar with some crude words, saying the woman who came from a fucking porn magazine. Ishtar's smile turns to disdain. "Don't you dare speak something you do not understand, worm. Now I'm going to show you the consequences for messing with a goddess." She lunges forward. Well, forward, like, I don't think this is kind of awkward. Lunges forward to him. I think maybe at him. And kicks the young man into the skies and spikes his limp body to the ground. The young man gets up, now shaking, and pukes out blood from his mouth. He stands up and charges at Ishtar. Raw! Ishtar dodges the attack and gut punches him. Then she gives him a smug, almost triumphant smile. She then nuzzles around his neck and whispers in his ear, "Tell me, you pathetic excuse for a man, who sent you? Who sent you to challenge me?" The young man responds to Ishtar, now annoyed and angry. "Why do you care? Why does a goddess like you want to know this?" Ishtar responds with a smirk. "Humans are so fun to break, so much fun to tease, and so much fun to torment. They are like toys, but much, much more fragile, and you are no different. You piece of shit, woman." His breath hitches. "I am not your goddamn toy, and I never will be." The young man's breathing is unstable, and Ishtar takes full advantage of this by purring and cooing in his ear with sinful promises. Oh, I love it when the stubborn ones try to resist. They always get reduced to an undone mess after I am done with them. Tell you what, how about you surrender your will to me, and in return a paradise of pleasure from your wildest imagination? He gets even more annoyed at Ishtar from her injuring him, and now the attempted seduction. "No. I'm not gonna fall into your stupid trap just to have sex with some goddess." Ishtar then takes his glasses away. "Oh, what is this? A trinket to help you see?" The young man asked Ishtar for his glasses back. I think he's just like, "Can I please? I don't think you need the eye." "Can I please have my glasses back?" Ishtar, with an arrogant attitude, responds. "Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you... Oh no, you don't. These belong to me now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a terrible human, so loud, so aggressive against his goddess. Farewell, you pathetic little man. May we meet again." And if it's the start of a new paragraph and it's not a new person talking, you don't need the quotations, because that would indicate that this is someone new talking, even though this is still Ishtar. So either move this back up and connect these two if you're not going to have a separation, or if you want to have that, just don't do the quotations so we know it's the same person. As Ishtar flew away, the young man had to find any way of defeating her and get his glasses back. As he continued walking, he found an oasis to drink water from the river and relax under the palm tree so the young man can think of a way to get back at the arrogant goddess. I wouldn't say river, I would say pool, because if it's an oasis, it's assuming it's just a single underwater spring that has burst to the surface. That's usually what oases and deserts are. So I would just say like pool. Unless you're specifically trying to follow an underground river and you're talking about an underground river, because that makes me wonder now, oh, hey, what do you mean by river? Is this connected to other things? Like, it asks a question, and if you're not actually asking that question, then you don't want that word, right? So I would just change that to like pond. And relax under the palm tree so the young man can think of a way to get back at that arrogant goddess. Ugh, my glasses are gone, and I was someone's punching bag. I gotta find something, anything. The young man then gets up and keeps walking in the desert for 5 days until he makes it to the city of Babylon. He enters the city and makes sure to find a metalworker to make him a sword and a couple of daggers so the young man can rematch Ishtar once more. As the young man walks through the streets, people are frightened by the sight of him. The dry blood over his tunic and wool pants had people gossiping and thinking he was maybe a murderer. Continues walking until his eyes spot pretty sure it's Bazaar? Like Bazar? Like if it's a vendor, that's the word you're looking for. The other one is bazaar, which is strange or odd. Fascinating. And rushes towards the vendor. The seller, out of fear, gives the young... Again, don't need the second gives. Gives the young man some new clothes for free. However, nearby was a man with a lean body, long hair, and animal skin for clothing. He looks at the young man and says to him, "So, you must be the man from a faraway land who tried to challenge the goddess Ishtar, yes?" The young man responds, "Yeah, why? Also, how do you know about what happened with me, and more importantly, who are you?" The man with the animal skin responds, "I am Enkidu, the wild man. How I know about your fumbled dance with death is because of my connection to the gods. I am not a normal human. I am made of clay." Enkidu continues, "If you wish to fight Ishtar properly, you need some weapons." Enkidu takes the young man to the nearest metalworker. As they walk to the shop, Enkidu asks the young man a question. "So, what is your name, boy?" He responds to Enkidu, "My name is Alex." Enkidu smiles. "Well then, Alex, looks like you have some work cut out for you if it means taking down the Queen of Heaven." As Alex and Enkidu enter the shop, the metalworker with an expression unreadable. I would just say unreadable. Actually, no, it would be an. I'm retarded. An unreadable expression. Fuck's sakes. Asks the duo, "Who is that scrawny looking boy next to you? He looks too skinny to be wielding a sword." Enkidu responds to the metalworker, "This scrawny boy right here is me. Next to me is Alex. Took a beating at the hands of Ishtar, so that is why we came here, by good sir. My good sir. So Alex can have a fighting chance." Metalworker, still with an unreadable expression, is now intrigued. If you're going to use it twice, I would use something else. Like saying I couldn't quite read his expression. It's just the same way of saying something, but differently. So it gives variety to it, right? Is now intrigued about the fight. "Very well, if this boy can defend Ishtar, he can keep the weapons. If not, let's hope he becomes her slave." Alex responds to the metalworker, "You have a deal." Alex then tells the metalworker that what weapons he wants. "I need a silver sword and 2 gold daggers." The metalworker then gets to work on making the silver sword and golden daggers. The metalworker is making Alex's weapons, and Enkidu asks Alex if he wants to go through with this. "Are you sure you want to fight that goddess again? She's a powerful woman that can use the planet Venus as an arrow to kill mortals in cold blood." Alex responds with a sly smile. "Ah, please, Ishtar may be powerful and attractive, but she's a piece of shit who tried to seduce me. So yeah, I'm gonna fight that goddess again." Enkidu, with a weary smile, says to Alex, "You got guts, kid, and good luck, because you're gonna need it." So they walk back into the shop. The metalworker gives Alex a silver sword and 2 golden daggers as promised. As Alex walks out of the shop, he knows there is no turning back now. The stage is set. A scrawny mortal with no combat experience versus a goddess known to seduce and kill. Meanwhile, in the skies, in her throne, is Ishtar playing around with Alex's glasses and sipping some wine. She then begins monologuing. My, this thing is very interesting. To be able to see from far away must be a blessing. However, this this mortal who dared to disrespect me is nothing but a miserable thing. To disrespect a deity, no, a woman is something else on its own. She looks down from the skies and sees that Alex is ready to rematch her. Ishtar grins and is ready to deal with this mortal once again. Back on the ground, Alex is headed back to the desert with weapons in hand and Enkidu by his side. As the two of them start walking out of Babylon and back into the desert, they are encountered, They encountered Ishtar once more. I'd just say once more, and then a bright light from the goddess's signature gate glows white. It's none other than Ishtar herself, with a smug grin, and now with both her bow and her hammer. So, are you ready to rematch me, you fool? Alex and Enkidu turn around and see the goddess. However, Alex, with his shit-faced grin, responds, I'll kick your ass any day, Ishtar. Ishtar laughs mockingly. Come and try, you loser. She swings the seven-handed warhammer, and it launches Alex to the nearest building. The crowd gasps, and yet still, with bruises and scrapes, Alex doesn't back down. He runs to the goddess and slashes her legs with his daggers. Ishtar winces in pain and snaps her fingers to teleport herself near him. Ishtar then swings her hammer at Alex, only to accidentally launch him into the air. Alex then uses his sword's lash at Ishtar's shoulder. Had enough now, goddess? It's kind of just like... This part doesn't really make sense. Launches her into the air and then all of a sudden he slashes her shoulder. I mean the order of events. Sean, welcome! It should be as... Like Ishtar swings her hammer... As Alex swings his sword and slashes her shoulder, her hammer accidentally launches him into the air. Something like that. Because it's like, it should be connected. Running late on my end, because I don't go to sleep till 5 in the morning for some stupid reason. I'm the same way, Sean. I'm the same way. Oh. However, Ishtar was far from over with this battle, as she then uses her bow to shoot some arrows at the young man. Alex dodges the arrows by sheer luck, and with his free hand throws one of the daggers at Ishtar's chest. Ishtar screams, "You will pay for this, mortal!" With a mighty heave, her hammer knocks Alex back down to the ground. But this time, in the desert, he traveled from... Wait, what? Is this just a fancy way of saying he was knocked in the opposite direction of the gate? I'm confused what you're trying to say, Tlbg. Like, okay, so he was in the air, but he's dodging, but now he's on the ground, and now he's traveling? I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? With a mighty heave of her hammer knocks Alex back down to the ground. But this time, in the desert, he traveled from Uruk to Babylon. I don't know, bro. Only imagery in my head is a really fancy, weird way of saying he was knocked in the opposite direction of Babylon. Which would mean he was like, if he was facing east, now he's facing west. But I don't know why this sentence ends this way. I feel like I'm missing some sort of subtext in the background. Or I'm just retarded, but it could always be I'm retarded. Both are now staring at one another. Ishtar then speaks. You may be strong. That should be 2 words. You may be strong, but that... But for how long? Is English not your first language, TLBG? Because again, I'm maybe strong, but for how long you can keep this up? Okay, then in that case, TLBG, I'm gonna make fun of you because it's not a language barrier, it's a writer's thing. Where you're writing at 4:30 in the morning, half passed out, but you need to get the idea out of your head. So when you go back and you look at the draft, you're like, what the fuck did I write? Oh my god, it happens to us all, bro. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't your second language, so I wasn't just like gonna make fun of you for like a language barrier thing. So to actually make fun of you for the writer thing. Oh, I love it. I planned at it. Well, of course, yeah, right? I didn't want to make the joke, if it was your second language, right? Because that's not fair. That's not tactful. But if it's your first language, then you're 100% a writer. That's the writer's soul right there. This thing is so hard. Frickin' open when there's nothing in it. Almost nothing. I think we gotta go buy more weed tomorrow. Fuck! Yeah, we probably gotta go buy more weed tomorrow. Only like 8 tiny nugs left in there. I'd be stretching it if I don't go tomorrow. Hopefully it's a nice day tomorrow. Ooh, scuse. Tyler! Yo, what's up, brother? How's it going, my man? Hope you didn't get the ads. 'Cause we were just in the middle of an ad break. Just working? Hell yeah, brother. We're reading TLBGs. Story. As Alex begins to fight again before he could use his dagger or sword to damage Ishtar again, he gets surprised by Ishtar, who decides to use one of Alex's daggers against him. Ah, shit! How the turn's stable! She cuts open his back with an injury that is equal to 1,000 paper cuts, and with a cruel whisper says this: "Try injuring your goddess now, boy." Alex staggers back with pain in response to Ishtar. "You are nothing like me. I may be human." "But I can still fight even if it kills me." He gets up slowly, with his back still bleeding, and charges at Ishtar. Ishtar then leads him to the one place she thinks the mortal will fall in. As the fight goes on, both keep hurting each other. The fight feels like it's about to end when Ishtar slips and falls into an unknown mountain. Feeling like Alex won, he walks away, only to have Ishtar yank his leg, because if she has to go, then so does he. Like, volcano? Like, I'm like, how do you fall into... Like, slip and fall into a mountain? A mountain is not a hole. Because I'm like, is this fight supposed to be more fantastical than I'm imagining it to be? Because I'm like, Alex is a human. Like, the highest he could be, like, thrown is, like, maybe 4 feet, 5 feet into the air. If he's not gonna, like, hurt himself if he lands. So, and then it's like Ishtar's slipping on mountains. Seems a little... like, is Alex a giant? Like... It's just a very confusing imagery, TLBG. I like where you're going, but I think because in Fate, the underworld is hidden in a mountain. Okay. Then I'd like add in, because you know people aren't gonna necessarily know that, right? So any like intrinsic knowledge is something that you should explain, right? Just for people who aren't familiar. My nose is not having a fucking good time. In fact, is having a very, very bad time. But I'm just saying, TLBG, you're going to want to specifically say that because most people that don't know about Fate Grand Order that might be interested in the story are going to be curious about the imagery that creates. So just adding, like, falls into an unknown portal, like, either into an unknown mountain, falls into, no, let's see, backs up into an unknown mountain, trips, and falls into a portal to the underworld. Something like that. So you get the entirety of it, if that makes sense. Because clarity is absolutely key. And there are some things that are just... It feels like Ishtar's side of the fight is god powers, and then Alex's side of the fight is normal human. And it's like... There's only a certain suspension of disbelief you can have when it's like Ishtar's like sending him into buildings, smashing him around, and she's being thrown into mountains. Like either both sides need to feel over the top, like Alex can jump 100 feet in the air for some reason, or... Ishtar needs to be more grounded. Because I feel like there's no cohesion on either side. It's like each character is like fighting. Like, you know, you talk past people. I feel like they're fighting past each other, and they're not in the same place having the same fight. Why is nose bad? Take off nose. Shake out nose. Put nose back on. There were like 4 planes that flew by, so they were probably spraying crops, so it probably blew a bunch of fucking pollen into my goddamn room. But all in all, yeah, I like it. I like the idea of the battle, the way she takes his glasses. But mention his glasses again. Have her tease him with his glasses. Maybe have his glasses get broken. Or something like that. Maybe that would help. But the idea is solid, right? The fight is solid in concept. The idea is to have the main character lose the first fight and rematch your star, only to have both of them fall in the underworld. So he technically wins, but he also technically doesn't win. That makes sense. I can get behind that. And it's like, I would play a lot more into she's teasing him, and then she fucks up. And so you can only do that for so long before something happens to you, right? And then they get both pulled into the underworld. You know, she's taunting him with the glasses. She's like, ah, you can't hurt me. Stabbing him slowly, like paper cutting him. Like, she's like using the knife like nails on his back while they're fucking kind of idea. Like, that's the kind of style of fighting I imagine she has, where she's very playful. She pokes and prods and scratches and, you know. And then she's like, oh shit! She's not paying attention because she's just so in love with fucking with the main character. And the main character's like limping, dragging himself, barely able to fucking swing a sword at her. Like, that's the kind of fight that I kind of imagine, right? That's how I would imagine this fight to be. So, maybe leaning into that and capitalizing on that. Because obviously, he's not going to win against her, but it's her own hubris that causes her downfall. Which is fucking absolutely genius typical. And then he goes down with her, and then that just progresses the plot, right? So that's a good way of, like, figuring out how can I use the character's personality to further the plot, right? Well, obviously she's an arrogant bitch, so she's gonna fuck up once in a while because she's gonna get too into playing with things. The cat that played with the mouse and then the mouse got away. Now the cat's pissed. It's just the way it goes. But anyways, Nico, are you still here? Are you ready for another chapter of your story? Give her a second there to respond. Well, Sean, okay, we need to do thumbnails because we have the premiere release tomorrow of the story. So far, these are the thumbnails that we have. And the next chapter will be in the underworld where Star finds Ereshkigal's death authority only to be caught. Sounds like you need to eat something with hot mustard or wasabi. That will open up your sinuses. Yeah, but it'll go away, I'm sure. It's just allergies to the field behind me. What am I looking for? Thumbnails. Completed. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one. Wait, can I just do this? Isn't gonna... Okay, I didn't know if it would let me do this or not. So those are the first 3. Wish it was still cheaper to get Ionizers. Those work great for pollen. Yeah. But these are for the story of Lisa's origin. Where she came from. So story number 2. And we're just going to beta test, like, all 3 of them. And we're probably going to make some more later on and beta test those. And just keep beta testing them, right? And then, for story 3, we have this. Like, what, like, would you click on this, Sean? Like, is this enticing? Does this grab your attention? Or is this just plain and boring and simple? And do the words need to be bigger? Do there need to be less words? Is the color off? So this one we're just testing different backgrounds and different, like, colors and fonts and arrangements, basically, with, like, effects of the words to see which ones are, like, the most catching, right? So with our first 3 releases, we should have 9 chances to see if we have a good... Those title colors on the other page or maybe make the letters look like dripping blood, but digital blue. The green is hard to read. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do that for the next one then. Because, yeah, I wanted to try different colors. Jesus, excuse me. Oh my god. Okay, so then this one. Does that work? Like that. And then we would have, of course I got rid of it, didn't I? Or the ones we came up with. Okay, that's the other one. So I don't think it did it. So let's pull that story up. See what happens with that. So we want... it's this one. So then we would need this, and then whatever we said for... this. This story. Okay. Let's see what it gives us. We already have the pictures, so we don't need that. AI is hungry. She never ages. Maybe this one's good. Humans power AI. We'll have to try actually both of these. We'll go to text, we'll go add a heading. Make it like bigger, so something like that, and put it like there, and then see, I thought something like the hardest thing is to get that, like you said, like it kind of looks like blood falling off of it. So it's kind of like this has been the closest I've been able to kind of get to something like that. And then this one's just either white or something like that. Or in this case, we could go like a really like dark blue like that, and then we can change this to how's that? Should it be like offset more though? Because I can do no, where it is. Like, see how it's kind of like goes around the side, so I can have it kind of more to the side, like kind of like that. Where it looks like it's like kind of leaking down the page. That's neat. Okay, okay. And that's the problem. I forgot about that. It does this stupid thing where it does that. Now it's not... Well, which one do you like better, Sean? That or that? Because I like this one better. So what I was thinking of doing is I can just... this. Oh, can I not click on it while I do this? No, I need to just straight up be able to take a screenshot. Logo key shift S. Oh, sick. Grab that. Where did that go? Oh god, I don't know where that went. Where do my screenshots go? Okay, so we drop it on here. And we literally overlay it. It's pretty exact, right? Let me get rid of that. There we go. Boom. It's a lot easier to do. I had stepped away to grab food. Ah, I see. Wow. Basically, the question was, Sean, is that better? Or is that better? I guess, actually, sorry. It would be that. Versus that, right? I think this one's better. I wish the effect would stay like that. But I kind of do also have another solution other than the one that I did. Apparently I fucked it up. Okay. Full blue is easier to read. I could have seen a darker red, but the blue blood leak, but have blue blood leaking out of it, and fritzing like a glitch on the blood. There's so many options you could try. What do you mean a fritzing like a glitch? Like, the problem is I don't, like, I have a limited amount of I guess I can try that for another one, right? Oh wait, we need to... Sean, I don't know how to use After Effects and shit like that, so, like, we're pretty limited in what we can do if you're, like, actually talking about some sort of effect. Some parts of the blood drop will be out of place or missing in either lines or squares. Yeah, so like I'd have to like do some hardcore full-on editing for that. Right? Yeah, that would be an over-the-top option, but it would be cool. Yeah, if I like, that's what I want to do, but that's not something I can do, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm just gonna take effects off, right? We're gonna grab this thing. We're gonna make this color white. Oops. I'm retarded. I chose the wrong color. I'm an idiot. This one. This is what I want. This is what I want, blue. Lighter or darker? More purple or more like teal? Tech's horrific truth. Or should it be like less offset? Like more down like that. So it looks like it's like falling off of it. I think that one's good. Because this was the effect I was using last time, was just like layering on top. Takes a little bit of extra time, but it seems to be pretty worth it. And then we just get rid of that. We're gonna wanna take this one, copy that. There, because we're not going to be using that anymore, and we've used that one, so here's the next image for the thumbnail. This one's humans, power, AI. I think I'm gonna use that one twice. Well, I want to use. Should I change this to something like different? And we'll try this thumbnail with like a bunch of different things. Let's try that. So this one I'm just gonna say this secret powers AI. So we want this. We want the color blue. This to should it be that? And then have like the blue leaking off of it? Maybe make the blue more prominent? Like that. Or is that too hard to read, Sean? Like, you're the perfect person for this because I'm sorry to say, but yeah, you know, because of your eyesight. I'm like, is this hard to read? That's such a good idea. I should take my glasses off and say, is this hard to read? Like, could I read that if I didn't know what it said? The red and blue is always a bad coloring. I think maybe we go like off like this. And then we do this one as red. I want to say something like people die for this. Nope, that's not what I want. Can I not grab it now? For fuck's sakes. So annoying sometimes. Wait, I don't even know. I'm just fucking going back. I think I'm gonna change the color of this one. Should I just make it like this? This secret powers AI. People die for this. I don't know. I'm just going with it. You know, it is what it is. We spent enough time on it, right? We got one more to do. And we'll do this one. The AI is hungry. Or should we just do... Yeah, I guess this kind of actually, like, kind of works. Hold on, this kind of works. Actually, no, we want one above and one below, right? Someone will be above. Yo, what's up, TJR? Yo, yo, making thumbnails for... maybe we do move this over more. Thumbnails for our new biotech story. Okay, I guess, yeah, actually we don't need to do that. We do this here. That's about even. But how are you, TJR? Yeah, I'd love some input if you think it's clickable. I need, you know, high clickability kind of idea, right? So we want to get rid of the upper part, and we want to give it the bottom part. And then we'll be able to click on both of them. Just change the color of this for now to kind of like that. But yeah, how have you been, TJR? How are you today? Like, is that too small? Should it be bigger? Should be like that. And what's this one? AI's dark secret. I don't know about the green coloring. Maybe I should just change that back to like blue or red or something like that. I was trying to do something different, but I don't know if it stands out. Get rid of this one on the bottom, and we want to add one on the top. We can grab this and figure out where we want to put it. All of this, change color, kind of like orangish yellow. And then take, whoops, this one, change that to our favored red. that too bright? 'Cause you said green. Oh, you said green is hard to see, Sean. Something like that, maybe? And then maybe do this one as, like, gray? That's bad. I'm gonna say actually discover. Discover dark secrets. I still think it's too hard to read. I'm just gonna do that. I like the gross kind of stain color to it. The contrast on it. Okay, we're just gonna go with that. Alright, well, we have our test thumbnails, right? So whether they're actually, like, you know, good or not is another story, but, you know, can't spend too much time on it. The content itself is mainly what we're want to focus on, right? This is all just kind of extra on the side. Okay, so then we go to the new YouTube. We're gonna set our premiere now. So we'll go to your videos. Tech companies, this one. Public, set schedule tomorrow at 8 p.m. Set as premiere. Okay. I think we have everything set up for that. We just need... do? I need to update the thumbnails. This one, do. Test and compare. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. I don't know, guys. Which one's more clickable? This one's the hardest to read, 100%. But I kind of like wanted it purposefully to be kind of hard to read, so you kind of had to squint at it. But we'll see. I definitely think this one's probably the most potent. And then this one, and then that one will just do its own thing. We just need to make sure when it comes out tomorrow that we update the things in here, and we make sure they're all part of the playlist. Which is Lisa Lives Forever. Okay. So that is set as our premiere. And now take this one, which is story 2. I don't know how the titles are on these ones. Title on the other one is apparently really, really good. But I don't know about these. 2, 1. Wait, no, isn't this 3? Hold on. I think this is 3. Yeah, this is him being abducted. Which is the 3rd story. Okay, I think that's every. Oh wait, we need to go. Now we go public. This one's not set as a premiere, but this one will go live at same time, or should we make it 15 minutes after? Let's make it 8:15. And then save that. And then this one already has it. Oh, I need to add this to the playlist, but I can't add it to the playlist yet because I need to add them in the order that they go. So actually, I'm retarded, and this needs to be scheduled for. God damn it. Scheduled for 8:30. Save. Okay. Then this is the second one. Public for 8:15 tomorrow. And add to remove from playlist, save. That way this one will come up second. So Lisa Lives Forever. And then we want to add this one to the playlist finally. There. And then all of them should come out easily. And then all we have to do now is the shorts. So we take... Because I can't do thumbnails for these, but it doesn't matter. Because they'll already have them. we need to create. English is BS. Space has a C, but spatial has a T. Fuck. Yeah. Letter is my last stand. Okay, it's just like Fody, PH from physician, O from woman, and T from nutrition. Oh yeah, and it's fish. It's fish. It's pronounced fish. So good. So good. Okay, so we gotta go back here, actually, and we gotta get change of synopsis. So we gotta go here. I need a synopsis for this story for a YouTube video description. And we go here, letter 1. Is this the total? I think this is the finished product. What's this? Yeah, it should be this one. Okay. And then we go over to Notepad. Has all of the extra stuff on it. And we can go back here and we want story 1 description just so we can steal that and drop that there. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Where are we? We're just gonna change the synopsis for this. That's all we need to do. We just need the synopsis. And then we're getting rid of that because it's a short, so we don't need that. This should work. Just get rid of that. Dad brought home this joke. It's the reading test for the University of Utah. And Mr. Mice, MR not sac could but defeats libum mice. Okay. MR nice, MR not. SARCDB defeats LIBMR mice. I don't get it, Sean. That went over my head. Them are mice. Them are not. Yes, they all see the bitty feet. Well, I'll be them are mice. Alright then. Over my head. Well beyond me, Sean. Well beyond me. ever. I think we're good. Can I... You can change the thumbnail on the YouTube mobile app. That's not too bad for a thumbnail, right? It's better in person because I could read it aloud after your attempt, and it makes perfect sense. Okay. I'm just gonna have them go live at the same time because I don't think it really matters. I think as long as it's scheduled and it's not it's not what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Okay, what do we do with this one? Is this just like Am I spelling disappear wrong? I'm fucking so bad at this shit. Fuck, do you spell disappear? It is one S. Disappear. Corruption sites. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Running from this changed my life. Running from them. This letter will shock. This whistleblower's letter will shock you. It's even weaker. Damn.
This is really hard. I was doing pretty good earlier with titles. I was getting in like the 70s and 80s and 90s. Guess I lost my mojo. $62. There. Grab another letter. Letter 2. This one. Sure. Don't need that actually. See what we can get from this. Not go back. Drop that in there. Get rid of that. And now we should be able to fill in all the blanks on these, no problem. Let's go like this. Let's add video. Might as well just add this one. Next. Public. Schedule tomorrow for 8 p.m. Okay, so now what we need to do is, so we go to talk stories. We'll go to, I think, Shadow of the Hearth and Dentist Disaster should be probably the ones. Yeah, these should be the ones that we promote. So, for each of these channel videos, we want to go here, and we're going to go into the details. We got other playlists. I got to make sure these are in a playlist, right? So let's go here, and let's go your videos. Oh shit, wrong channel. Switch to talk stories. Content. Got here. Okay, and we want okay, let's make a new playlist. do a new playlist. Title is Goated Fiction. Narrative stories about the ways of life. Something stupid and super simple. Actually, because these ones aren't connected anyway, so let's just do newest. Let's do this one last. Goated Fiction. Done. Save. And can we go to playlists? And now we want to go to Goated Fiction. We want to say videos. Can we edit? No. How did I do this before? I know I did this before. I was like... I could just add more videos to it. Like a list. I'm just gonna try this, whatever the fuck this is. Oh, I think I know what I did. Okay, so if we go videos and we just go like Shadow of the Hearth, right? Well, actually, let's do this. I don't know if it works the same way. I don't know. Fuck it. Just go videos. Because I just wanted to be able to click them all and be like, add all to playlist, right? Okay, so we just want to add this playlist. Jesus Christ, all this fucking pop-up shit. Goated Fiction. Then dentist visit. And God, so annoying. Goated Fiction. Done. Okay. There we go. And then if I go to playlists, I have these four, so we can just go to the goated playlist. If we go here and we go playlists, Goated Fiction. Is it supposed to be the other way around? Hold on. Isn't this playlist supposed to be newest to oldest? Oh, that's date published, not date added. Date added newest. There we go. Yeah, that's the order I want. Okay, so then we go here, go here, go here. Let's refresh. So we would go here, and we'd already be inside of the playlist. This is what we want. We don't want this other stuff. So you want to make sure when they come here, they wind up in this basically hour and a half long playlist. Okay, so we need this here, and we go here or here. Yeah, here, and we have other playlists. So we have that, and then we can't do that, but we can do. I swear there was something else. Oh, right. Watch this now. I can't do that one either. Okay, so perfect. Save that. Then we want this, and we go here, and we want dentist visit gone wrong. We'll pull this one. And I don't think I need that anymore. And these are just... I swear there was something that said, go check out my sister channel. Oh, that I just have as... that. Okay, that makes sense. We can do that. Super easy. And then last one. And this will be Shadows of the Hearth. And this just gives people more options, right? Yeah, so these ones for now will link to those. And then that one will link to the other ones, and they'll all link to something different. So we'll have tons of stuff that, like, links everything together. I'm literally using all the knowledge that I've gained over the last year of posting to be like, how can I make this channel the, like, instant boom pop-off? And by that, I mean get, like, 150 to 175 views, like, on average per video, instead of 7 or 3. I'd consider myself a success if I can get over 100 views on average. Okay, so this is good to go. All these are connected to other playlists. They on themselves are in their own playlist. The videos in here. Okay, so then we need to add, so we need to go videos, shorts, this, and we didn't add this to a playlist. Okay. There. Okay, and then for the description for this... Oh wait, we want to send... Okay, I don't think I need those anymore. So what we need is... on my channel, I think. Okay, there's that. Should I just wait for them to go live? Because I don't know. Oh, I can copy this. Okay, so we want to go back, and what we want to do is we want to go to the videos. copy that. So this is story 3. So this one we want to be connected to story 3. And then... Okay, shit, we do need that. Other playlists. There. Save, and then we want to continue with the playlist with this. Copy that. Go back. Shorts. Here. So we've got that one. We've got that one. And then we need to continue the rest of the playlist. They should be on a playlist, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to do this when they're all live, because then I'll have the actual links to them and stuff, but I at least want to have something in there, so it doesn't look like it's just, you know, whatever. And these ones these ones I can actually put in there because they don't matter. But it should have that index on the end because that makes it a playlist link. So I don't think I want to do the other ones because I want to change everything on them. But I want to have those initial links, especially at the top here, for the watch next. What? This one. Oh wait, no, we want this one for the playlist, but it's not a playlist, so it doesn't work. I don't know. We'll have to come back. Fuck it. I'm just retarded. I keep doing the same thing over and over. Let's grab this one, copy, go back. Because it might pop them in because they're already in the playlist. But, you know. We'll see. At least we have everything like preempt set up. We've got 2 shorts, 3 long form. We can have a couple more up in like no time at all. And we should be good to go. I'm going to change a little bit of the descriptions for them. Make sure we know that we're going to be changing them. But everything else seems pretty set in stone. Oh, I don't know how clickable those thumbnails are on a, but for the search engine optimization, according to this like extension, we're on at least 3 times the search engine optimization that the other channel is. So that's probably a good thing, right? Greetings, hey country girl, how's it going? How are you today? We have been setting up our new YouTube channel. We've pretty much got everything set up and ready to go now. Got all our titles off of the ground. We got the direction we're gonna go. We've got all of the descriptions and everything. Everything's set. I'm super stoked. But how are you today? I even posted like a pre-preview on Twitter, and I have more views on a video that's not published than I do on like most of my videos on my main channel, and my stories channel, and my clip channel, all combined. Not bad. The last night of my trip and had dinner at my favorite German restaurant. Ooh, nice, country girl. That's sick. Hell yeah.
We're gonna have ads in a little second here, but we still have StarCraft to do. But since you're here, country girl, and now we've literally just finished everything. Chapter 12. Are you ready? Let me get my bowl out. Yup, just posted it. Hell yeah, let's go. I don't know why when I close it, it maximizes it. It's so annoying. Okay, back up to the top. Go over here. Why? It's not fair. Why, ants? Why? Why, ants? Why? Why you gotta be like this? I thought we were friends. I thought we were buddies. I thought we were beyond this. Why, ants? Why you treat me this way? I don't feel I know it should never be such a thing as that. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, I can't stand the ads, guys. Please save me from the ads. I'm the damsel in distress. You have to buy 5 McDonald's burgers, then go to Burger King and grab me a Frosty. Oh, wait, that's from Wendy's, so I guess you'll never accomplish that. The whole saying of close but no cigar, but Burger King doesn't sell Frosties. Exactly. What, you mean Dairy Queen Blizzards? No, I mean Wendy's Frosty, bitch. Get your shit together, man. Know what you talk about. Back. Still here? Well, that's good to know, country girl. I never know if anyone's in ads. I just go by what the system tells me. System tells me ads are running. I do the ad bit. It is what it is. Don't judge me because I'm retarded. Judge me because I am not doing something I should. Don't judge me for what I say. Judge me for what I do. But no, you'll judge me for what I say, but not what I do. Oh no, it is not good. I could not ever live with such a thing as that. Oh no, I don't know. Guys, do you think I could make a channel where all I do on TikTok is I just do like fake calls to people where I am doing this voice and then I do my normal voice and I just have a conversation with myself and it's like, you know, how bad scammers are nowadays, and it's just like the most ridiculously. I have way too many ideas, guys. I can't do everything, and I feel like I'm like not capitalizing on the best ideas, but I'm doing the things I'm passionate about, and I think that's more important. I think it's more important to do the things you're passionate about than capitalize on what you think is the best content to create. I mean, the compromise there is, you know, if you're feeling up for it, just make that content. But, you know, if you're not feeling up for it, make the content you want to make. Don't burn yourself out. It's the worst thing you can fucking do, right? But anyways, we are now...